Hi Aquarius, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your August 2024 career tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at the astrological energies around August, how it impacts your career, your finances, your job. For many of you all, this could be a really big month of turning energies. I will tell you that we do have your Aquarius full moon this month, Leo new moon, Mercury retrograde in Virgo and Leo, as well as so many huge conjunctions and squares with both the benefic and malefic planets. So check the description box below. I have all the important dates highlighted. Aquarius, if you haven't already looked at those August money as well as general tarot readings, I will leave the link below, or you can go to Scorpio Soul Time's homepage and you can go through the playlist. But lots of content for you because I want to make sure you are armed for August. This is a huge month, especially for your career. So if you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you would. Let's go week by week and see what Spirit has for you. So you start off with the Queen of Pentacles, first week of August, as well as the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Second week finds you with the Three of Swords in the reverse, as well as the Ten of Cups. Third week of August, you have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, as well as the Sun card. Leo energy there, major arcana. Last week of the month finds you with the Tower card in the reverse, another major arcana, as well as the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So very interesting mixture here, Aquarius, of you have like some really high cards, and when I say high, like high vibrational cards, like the Sun card, Queen, and Nine of Pentacles. Then you have some lower vibrational, which is more of that Tower. You have two tens, that Three of Swords. So let's continue to pull more cards. Spirit, can you send Aquarius a card representing the energy they moved out of July with and what they are bringing into August surrounding their career? And you have the King of Swords in the reverse. So the King of Swords in general is a card of needing clarity, being able to come up with that clarity, or knowing the right people to talk to, and being able to move forward with concise preciseness, if that makes sense. And excuse me, it does feel like in the month of July, this was lacking. You were not able to have a firm answer from someone, or you were trying to move through your job situation and there was just like muddied information, or there was clarity from certain people but not from others. Or this could be you, where people have come to you and you weren't able to give them answers. So I do think that as you move through the month of August, be prepared for that energy to continue, especially because you open up the month with that Queen of Pentacles and Ten of Swords. Definitely something around people trying to get information. Definitely people probably in power trying to get information around your finances. And this could also be you going to a boss back in July asking for a raise, or asking for some help on a project. There's something here where some clarity was not clear. And I do think in the month of August, unfortunately, that energy could continue because we have Mercury retrograding in the signs of Virgo and Leo. So let's ask Spirit to pull an overarching theme card. Please send them an oracle message. And you have Shadow, number 18. So I think this is a really interesting card for you, Aquarius, because there does feel like there's this tinge of, where is it that you have half of the information while the other information or people seem like they are either distant or not able to connect in the way that you would like. And I do feel like throughout the month of August, this is going to be an overarching message for you, is like, where are you trying to get some type of conclusion, some type of information, but there's a shadow side, or almost like a dark side of people that you don't see, or maybe maybe that dark side is something inside of you that you're afraid to speak up to someone, or possibly you want to go to your management and say, you know, this job isn't really working for me. Can I find something else in the company? Or maybe it's time for you to leave and you're trying to figure out, do I need to talk to certain people, or do I just wait until I find another position and then let them know I am leaving? So this shadow side is going to be very apparent, especially with all of the energy with Saturn and Mars, Jupiter. This month is going to be really huge. So we will go through that, but do check the description box below. I do see in the first and second weeks of the month, what is interesting here is you have some really happy cards. This 10 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, something dealing with your family could be really great. And you seem like you are coming out of some kind of funk. And I say that with that 3 of Swords in reverse and 10 of Swords in reverse. Something could be trying to come to an end, but it does feel like it's not burdening you, meaning like you're able to move through it these first few weeks of the month because you have the support of your family. It does look like, though, by the time you get to this third week, 8 of Wands, the Sun card in reverse, that Leo energy with Mercury could be something that communications are getting bogged down during that time. And by the time you end the month, this is when the Sun enters Virgo. You will have your Aquarius full moon. And this is also when we are moving into Venus into Libra. Mercury retrograde finally ends, but I will tell you, once we get to the beginning of September, we do have a Pluto moving out of your sign into Capricorn and Uranus retrograde beginning. So I think that's what some of this Tower and 9 of Pentacles, but we will discuss it as we get closer. So let's start off that first week. That first week of the month, August 2nd, Venus and Leo squaring Uranus and Taurus. We have a Leo new moon on the 4th. Venus enters Virgo on the 4th as well. And then we have Mercury retrograde beginning in the sign of Virgo on the 5th. Now, I do think during that first few weeks of the month, Aquarius, we are going to be experiencing information overload, but misinformation as well. To me, this 10 of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles feels like you are trying to move through some type of energy of talking to someone about a raise, about your salary, possibly looking for a new job. It does feel like that 10 of Swords, though, is like you feel like you're just spent, like you are mentally exhausted over thinking about it. And Spirit wants to tell you, maybe you need to take a break. This could be a time where you're not focusing so much on what is the next thing. It will come to you when the time is right. This feels like divine timing is asking you just to be really patient, especially once Mercury is retrograde. And I do think that once you kind of release it is when the opportunities are going to come for you, Aquarius. Remember this shadow card. There is this side that you're not seeing, and Spirit wants you just to be really patient with the process, but also patient with yourself. And I do think that you have a really supportive family around you or people who care for you. It seems like that second week of the month when we do have Mercury retrograde now entering Leo on the 14th. We do have Mars in Gemini squaring Saturn and Pisces on the 16th, and Mercury in Leo squaring Uranus in Taurus on the 18th. This is lots of energy, Aquarius, around conversations that may not go the way you were thinking. I do think many of you are trying to heal from, maybe worrying too much. And I think your family is like, okay, let's go on a vacation, or let's take some time off of worryment. And that's what this feels like right here. It feels like you're finally feeling better by mid-month. I do think there's going to be some stressful conversations that come up at work. And I think you kind of removing yourself from constantly worrying about work is going to help you through this month in your career. I do think that the message here about you and your finances these first few weeks is kind of like, do not stress so much. It's almost like you're putting more attention to what is not needed. And I do think that by the time you get to the third week, this is the stressful week of August, I will tell you. And this is because August 18th, the sun is conjunct Mercury in Leo. I do think that day some really important information could come out for you all, Aquarius, especially because you all sit directly across the sky from Leo. And so this whole Leo season could be one of communication overload, but not getting the facts here. Mercury retrograde, remember, is like miscommunication, maybe needing to revisit things, maybe needing to redo some things that you haven't gotten right. This could be text messages, emails, correspondence. Something here at work is feeling like you feel like you got it, but you just keep missing it. And I do think that 19th day is when we have the Aquarius full moon. I do think there is some kind of epiphany or some type of revelation that comes to you during this Aquarius full moon time. That day also has many aspects: Jupiter and Gemini squaring Saturn and Pisces, as well as Venus and Virgo squaring Jupiter and Gemini. So watch those money conversations. I will say that by the time you move to the last week of the month, when we do have the sun entering Virgo right after your full moon, we do have Venus and Virgo squaring Mars. Then we'll also have Mercury retrograde finally ending. When that Mercury retrograde ends, though, I will tell you, you all are having some kind of conversation, or you are witnessing something at your work where people are not feeling valued. People are not feeling like they either want to remain in the roles that they are at, or maybe you all hear some news from the organization that it is time for them to restructure. Some type of bombshell news could reach you by the end of the month. And I do think that many of you all are questioning your self-worth, your value, and you're wondering if this is the organization you want to remain with, or if you are someone who is self-employed, maybe you have some clients that you're considering firing, like you no longer want to work with them, or you're just even trying to figure out, do you want to stay in this line of work? So I do think throughout this month, Aquarius, pay special attention to the Leo themes, pay special attention to anything dealing with Mercury, because I do think that mercurial energy is going to be something that follows you throughout the month. But I also think with your Aquarius full moon, this is going to be a month of realizations, and I think it will carry you into September, of when you're going to be making some decisions whether or not you want to remain where you are at in your career. So I hope this was helpful, Aquarius. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs in this video series. I hope you all have a great August, and I'll talk to you later.